Mohammed Siraj's back-breaking effort in the recently concluded England tour has won the hearts of Indian fans. During the series, Siraj bowled 85.3 overs across 9 innings, most by any bowler from either side, and finished as the leading wicket taker with 23 scalps. However, it has also empowered Indian head coach Gautam Gambhir and chief selector Ajit Agarkar to end the long-standing narrative surrounding workload management. Reports claim Gambhir, Agarkar and other top decision makers within the BCCI want to clamp down on players picking and choosing matches under the pretext of managing workload. A senior BCCI official told PTI, and I quote, "There have been discussions and the message will be sent across to the centrally contracted players, especially those who are all format regulars, that this culture of picking and choosing games won't be entertained in the near future." However, the official also clarified that it does not mean that workload management will be thrown out of the window. He said, and I quote, "It doesn't mean that workload management will be thrown out of the window, but a more objective approach is expected in the near future. Obviously, fast bowlers' workload need to be managed because it cannot be accepted that in the name of workload management, people will miss crucial matches." This comes after former India captain Sunil Gavaskar lashed out at the continuous chatter around workload management. "You are representing 140 crore people and this is what we saw in Mohammed Siraj. I think Siraj bowled his heart out and he debunked forever this business of workload. For 5 test matches non-stop he has bowled 7 to 8 over spells because the captain wanted him and the country expected of him." However, the Little Master clarified that he did not aim his comment at Jasprit Bumrah, who was benched for 2 of the matches, citing workload management. Reports claim that Bumrah's not featuring in all the games against England hasn't gone down too well with the powers that be in the BCCI. BCCI top guns, in fact, have raised questions about the competence of the sports science team working at the Centre of Excellence in Bengaluru. Jasprit Bumrah suffered back spasms earlier this year during the Sydney Test against Australia after being pushed over his limit during the 5-match series. Bumrah's injury forced him out of action till mid-April, which meant India missed his services during the Champions Trophy 2025. He did prove his fitness by playing in the IPL, after which he was picked for the Test series against England. However, the selectors, after consulting the BCCI medical team, clarified that the 31-year-old would play just 3 games against England to manage his injury issue. At a time when the cricketing calendar is becoming more and more hectic, should BCCI manage the workload of the players or should players take the call on their fitness? Tell us in the comments below.